Hi everyone, and welcome to Accounting-1034, Accounting Fundamentals Online. My name is Sherry Mankell and I am the course master, so I thought I'd take you on a little tour of how the course is laid out and some of the expectations for this course. As you are a fully online learner, one of the most important things is being able to be in touch with your professors. So your professor will list their name and their office hours here, along with their email address. Please note that we know that a lot of you cannot make it into the college, so we ask you to send us an email and we will try to answer your question by email. If that's not possible, then perhaps we can give you a phone call or a Skype session, depending on what the issue is that needs to be dealt with. We've found most answers can be done through email. On the homepage of every course is the announcement page, and this is where your teachers will post everything that's important for you to know for that course for the upcoming week. So please take a moment to read the announcements on every one of your courses. For this course, right now, I've only posted the welcome. It has the ISBN and the name and information for the textbook. The sooner you buy the textbook, the better, because you will be needing it in week 2 to start the work. Okay. Up at the top of each course, you will also see some options. There's content, communications, evaluations, resources, and help. I'm going to take you into help because I think this is a really important spot for online learners. Under help, Fanch Online Help is your first tab, and at the top we have several options. These are all the different things you can do in Fanch Online. Respondus Lockdown Browser is the system that we use to make sure that our online tests through Fanch Online are secure. So if you're writing Fanch Online tests, we will be using Respondus Lockdown Browser. What I want to show you today, though, is this Fanch Online help videos. So if you click here on Fanch Online, you can see that they have a video for every single part of Fanch Online that you could be having issues with. So for example, if you have a quiz and you're struggling, you can watch a video on how to take a quiz, how your submissions and grades take place. Lots of information here. You can also go back and you could watch a video on how checklists work. For example, checklists is something that we are going to be using in this class. So please, if you're having issues with Fanch Online, make sure that you check here first, or get in touch with one of our Fanch Online ambassadors who work for the first few months of every semester helping students get settled in with Fanch Online. If after you've looked through here you still can't get an answer, then please send an email to your professor and we'll do our best to help you with that. Okay, so back to our homepage of our course. The first tab we're going to go to is Content, and this is where you will spend a lot of time. So under Table of Contents, here we have the course outline and the course schedule. These are not uploaded yet, as this is a fall course, but they will be uploaded shortly, and then you can take a look at them. What I've done in the meantime is I have created a shortened version of them under the weekly schedule. So if you click here under weekly schedule, you will see Accounting 1034 weekly online schedule. Click on the arrow, click download, and a Word document pops up at the bottom of your screen. Click on the Word document, click on the enable editing. This is a protection that the college has put into all of our courses, and then you can see you can scroll through the entire 14-week schedule. Okay. So the way that I've set this up is I've listed the week number, the dates, and the topics to be covered during that week. The last column explains the work that is due, the date, and the time that at each week's homework or quizzes are due. In addition to this, I've also posted it in other locations throughout the course site, but I strongly recommend that you download this, print it out, and keep it so that you have a running hard copy of everything that's due in this course. So the topics I've done in yellow, the tests I've done in blue just to help make it a little bit easier for you to identify. Test 1, which takes place in week 6, is on chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. Test 2 will take place in week 10, and that's on chapters 5 and 6. And test 3 takes place in week 14, and that will be on chapters 7 and 9. Chapter 8 will be covered next semester in Accounting 2. So hang on to your textbooks because you will be using them again. I know most of you want to know how the marking works, so here's a breakdown of the method of evaluation. So there's pre-chapter quizzes that I'm going to ask you to do. They will be worth 10% in total, or 1.25 each. The FOL quizzes, again, will be worth 10% in total, or 1.25 each. The online chapter homework is worth 25%. This is a lot of the assignments that you'll be doing. There'll be tutorials to watch and then quizzes to do when you're done. And so that's worth 3.125 for each chapter. 10% for your hard copy workbooks. Again, I will be asking you to work on those for every single chapter, and you will be uploading them to a Dropbox or to a submission box, and I'll show you how to do that before this video is over. And then the 3 tests, as I explained before, and they are worth 15% each. So please make sure you refer back to this and print it out so that you have a hard copy for you to refer to as well. Now, what I've done to make things a little bit easier for you, I've taken this whole schedule and I've broken it down by week. So you can see there's week 1 all the way through week 14. And what I've done is I've set them up as a checklist. So when you click on the blue week 1, the checklist opens. So the first one is to watch this orientation video. So as soon as you've done that, this will be checked off and you move on to the next one. You need to purchase your textbook package by next week and make sure that you get the workbook, the textbook, and the online code. You'll need all 3 for this course. And again, that will be checked off when you're done. And the last one for week 1 is to watch the AIM tutorial. Now I know that some of you won't have your textbooks until week 2, so you'll notice that I've actually set the due date for this for the end of week 2. But the sooner you get it done, the better. Now when you click on here, this is a link to our online learning through AIM. You will type in the first time you come here actually, you'll have to create a new account. So you will click on this and you'll fill out your information with your name, your email address. Please use your Fanch Online email. That way if there's any issues, we can help you with it. Again, you can get that from WebAdvisor or from the mail that the college sent you with your Fanch Online email address. Fill in the information, and your PIN code is the code that came with the textbook package that you bought. The enrollment key will be different for each section, and your professors will list that for you under the announcement page of your course in Fanch Online. So once you go back, once you've logged in, the second time you come, your username and password gets typed in and you click login. And you make sure that you choose your professor's last name. So right now, the only course we have set up is for me, for Mankel, but your professor will be listed here. There may be 3 or 4 different professors. Please make sure that you enroll into the correct section. Once you click on your professor's name, you can see the entire course is laid out here for you. Okay. What we try to do for our online students is have the course open right from the beginning of the semester so that you can work through it at your own pace. Just remember, the deadlines for submissions and quizzes do not change. So you can work ahead, but you must meet the deadlines or you won't get the full marks for what you submit to us. The first thing I've asked you to do in week 1 is the tutorial introduction. So you just click on this and it looks like this when it opens up. You just click on enter and the video will start for you. They're about 10 minutes long.
Welcome to the online portion of your accounting course. This part of your course will introduce you to accounting concepts, better prepare you for class, and help you study for exams.
And you can watch this on your own. This is the orange button you click to continue to the next screen, and you work your way through that. Okay. I'm going to go back to my dashboard. In here, as you work through it, when you get into chapter 1, for example, you will watch each one of these tutorials. I'm just going to slide this up. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tutorials. There's a pre-quiz that you're going to do before you read the tutorials. So do the pre-quiz, look through the textbook, help yourself find the answers, then do the tutorials, and then do the post-quiz. And hopefully you will have improved from the pre-quiz to the post-quiz. And again, it's the same for each of the chapters. All right, I'm going to log out of here. We'll talk more about this as time goes on. It's going to take us back to Fanch Online. Okay, so again, that was content and the online weekly schedule with each of the checklists. Next, I want to go to communications. Under communications is where you'll find discussions. Now, you'll do a lot of discussions in your courses. In this course, we only do one introductory discussion, and that's just for all of us to get to know each other. So you just click on the blue and you type approximately 5 lines of why you chose office administration and how you feel about accounting. So you click on start a new thread, you type in Sherry, and then you would type I love accounting, or whatever your feelings may be. When you're done, you click post, and then you just wait for somebody else to post and you can reply to them. Okay, and that is the only discussion that we're going to do in this course. Under evaluations, there's grades, quizzes, rubrics, which I don't use for this course, and submissions. So grades, again, I've already shown you the breakdown of the grades, but you can see that it's all listed here as well. Once things start getting posted, you will see your grade for each individual topic as well. We also have quizzes. Right now the quizzes are empty, but I will be posting quizzes for you and they'll be ready to go for the fall. And you'll just click on the name of the quiz and follow the instructions. We'll send out an email at the time to help you with that as well. And then the last one I want to show you in this section is submissions. So for any of you who've used Fanch Online before, this used to be called Dropbox or assignments. Now we're calling it submission folders. And as you can see, I have a submission folder set up for every single chapter. So workbook chapter 1 through chapter 9, along with the date that they're due. So remember, these will be open from September 4th until the due date for each of them. Again, if you want to work ahead, you can certainly do so. And we will ask you to take a picture of your workbook and upload it to the submissions folder. We'll send out information on how to do that again as time gets closer to the first submission date. Okay, so that's all that you need to see as a student. I'm going to switch back to student view. Content, that's where you find your weekly schedules and your checklists. Communications, that's where you're going to find your class list if you want to email anyone from your class or your professor, or you want to do that first discussion. Evaluations, that's where you find your grades, your quizzes, and your submissions. And help, again, that's where you find those help videos. I hope you found this helpful, and I wish you luck, and I hope you enjoy your class with us. Thanks for choosing Fanch.